Yo, what's up? Let's roll. Monday Night Meltdown has begun as the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors throw down on ESPN right now. Big game for San Antonio. San Antonio's up by 8. They've been up most of the night here tonight, but you know the Warriors have a run in them, and it looks like this run is like going on right now. They've cut the lead to 6. Fuck, they just had it as there was up to 12 earlier. There's the Golden State aren't going to go away. It's hard to go wire to wire against the Golden State Warriors. Looks like DeMar DeRozan's going to the free throw line, so we'll keep our eye on this game. We've had a rough start to the night. We're 0-3. Well, 0-2, but 0-3 because we split our bet in half with Quinnipiac with the money line. They lost by 9 or something. They were in the game at the half, then they got blown out early in the second half, and they fucking stormed back late. I think they cut it to like 6. We were getting 5, but we lost a little foul game at the end. It is what it is. It is what it is. We normally lose the first few bets of the night for some reason and come back strong. So hopefully we can come back strong, but we're going to need this game. We need this game, and then rolling into to the late night. We got a bunch of action tonight. We got 4 plays later tonight, 5 plays later tonight, actually. We've got the Pacers in the over. We've got the Suns in the over. We've got the Vegas Golden Knights plus 1.5. So there's a lot of racetrack left here, but we got to get on the board at some point. We're up by 8 here, midway through the third quarter of play. Bruce is telling me I should have went to the game. Says the guy that hasn't left his house in 16 years. Yeah, Bruce, right after I did the fucking show, I guess I should have hopped in an Uber, went to the game, and then rushed back here. Have you ever been to a game, Bruce? Any game of any league? Besides, like maybe the Sioux. I guess you've been to like an OHL game, but even that, I don't know. A guy that's never been to a game like before is telling me that I should have went to this game. Like, when's the last time you were at a sporting event, Bruce? When was the last game you were actually at? Like, have you ever been to a Blue Jay game? You're closer to Detroit, though, aren't you? A Red Wing game? A Blue Jay game? So 5 years. That's a long time, Bruce. $70-61. What's up, Matthias? Thanks for joining us in the late night hours in Germany. No, I won't be going to any games for. I might go see the. I might go see the NIT final. Or like the NIT semifinals or something. The NIT's at Madison Square Garden. Always a cool tournament. Always a cool championship game. Motherfucker, here comes Golden State down by 7. It's going to be a sweat job, this game. I hate betting against Golden State, man. Just, yeah, you can bet against Golden State if you're getting points, but we need to win this game, which makes it tough. We're getting 2 points. We're getting 2 points with the Spurs here, so there's not a lot of wiggle room. Spurs have won 8 games in a row. I think they've won 10 in a row at home. They're on a lethal run right now, the Spurs, which I'm not really surprised. Like, they were 1-7 during that rodeo trip, and everyone panicked about the Spurs falling apart. But it's a bad shot. Fuck, they take too many bad twos, though. The Spurs. I told people they're going to be back home. They played 8 straight road games. They went 1-7. It was pretty bad. They lost to the Knicks. Fuck even. Like, Draymond Green really is an annoying motherfucker, man. Like, if you're watching a game right now, like, Draymond Green just fucking blatantly bumped into LaMarcus Aldridge, but he's complaining after. It's like, dude, what are you complaining about? You just fucking hit him. Like, but not only did he have to complain to one referee, I'm not surprised he's a Michigan State Spartan, fuck. Like, really, like, he really is just the prototypical Spartan. He's a dickhead, fuck. Like, like, so he blatantly, like, there's nothing to even argue. Like, he fucking totally bumped into him. So he's got a bitch to one ref. He's got a bitch to one ref, and then after, he sees another ref, and he starts bitching at that ref about the same call. Like, that's the thing with these dudes. Like, there's just too much complaining, fuck, with star players in the NBA. Like, I don't mind bitching about a bad call, but, like, man, it's like LeBron and shit. Draymond does it. LeBron does it. Kevin Durant does it. You know, Kyle Lowry does it. Kawhi Leonard's like one of the few players in the league that doesn't cry after every call. And he actually should complain more because he gets screwed. Golden State just won't go away. 7-point game. Every time, man, San Antonio get up by like 9 or so. They can't pull away. Nice play by Draymond Green. What's up, Kyle Hamburg? So tomorrow night at this time, we'll be sweating out the tournament, March Madness. March Madness set to begin. The Raptors are winning right now, 122-86. So I don't think they need Kawhi Leonard to play tonight. And I noticed Bruce ain't talking shit about the Raptors. He only talks shit when they lose, which makes him the troll. So you're not consistent, Bruce. Raptors win by 40. Bruce doesn't say anything. Like I said, Bruce, like, Bruce gets to troll them like once every 2 weeks. Oh, come on, DeMar. You got to hit that shit. Fuck, that's 2 in a row DeMar missed. Oh, here comes Curry. Oh, here comes the Warriors. Cut the lead to 2. Man, the refereeing in the NBA is bad, fuck. Like, DeMar DeRozan was just fucking hacked, fuck. Rudy Gay playing defense is like fucking Bruce Chad on a travel website. Fuck, he's lost. like Rudy Gay's looking around. It's like, oh God, fuck. Like Rudy Gay on defense. It's like every play. It's like every play, man. Rudy Gay is getting beat. It's like turning around. It's behind him. Yeah, this is a sweat job. This is a sweat job. We're running out of real estate. Fuck. We got a bunch of plays still, but we keep losing plays. I hate going into the nighttime, like knowing that, no, we can't make money. All we can do is try to salvage this. And I really do not like the way this is going. So for the record, the Denver Nuggets just beat the Boston Celtics, 114-105. Nuggets ain't playing around. Every time you think the Celtics have sort of become real and stuff, they're not, you know. But Denver is that good. Like Denver really is one of the best teams in the NBA right now. And they're legitimately, like, they're legitimate. Like, nobody wants to play the Denver Nuggets. It's very hard to play in Denver because of the altitude. They've got a dominating home court. They're an extremely deep team. They're sort of like a West, like I've been saying it like for the last 2 years, actually. Like they're very, they're sort of like a West Coast version of the Raptors. Except they're better three-point shooters than the Raptors are. Like pretty much everybody on the Nuggets can hit a three, which that's not the case with the Raptors. And the Nuggets are lethal from three. I don't know if they can beat Golden State in a 7-game series. It's tough to beat these motherfuckers, but eventually the Warriors will lose. I don't think it's this year. The thing is, like the Warriors, it used to be like inevitable that, oh, yeah, they'll win for sure. Now it's like, yeah, they should win, but they could lose, you know? Like the Houston Rockets in a 7-game series could beat them. You know, it's tough. The Denver Nuggets would have a puncher's chance. As Rudy Gay just turned it fucking over, man. Fucking Rudy Gay is like fucking costing him the game right now. All right, he got the rebound at least there. Fuck. Like he knows he screwed up Rudy Gay. Like Rudy Gay never hustles like that. He hustled back. He just got a missed shot rebound. He never gets rebounds. But Bertans, all right, 3-ball. Come on, Mills. Boom. Like, that was funny with Rudy. I've got my eye on Rudy Gay for some reason. I just keep watching him, man. It's funny, like fucking, he's screwing up. He's playing bad defense. He turns the ball over. Like I said, like he hustled back, fuck, on that last play, got the rebound. But the thing is, the Spurs don't play defense. Like the Warriors just score at will. And the problem is we're going to lose like this, Gabe, because the Spurs will just miss more shots over the course of the next fucking 13 minutes. Oh, fuck, man. You guys turn the ball over a lot. Fuck. 75-72. Golden State with the ball. Livingston. Draymond Green. Curry for three. Misses. Oh, no, it goes in. Fuck. Tie game. Fuck me, man. This is the problem with the Spurs. They're not fucking deep. Like, the Spurs are basically a two-man operation. It's Aldridge and DeRozan. Aldridge and DeRozan are on the bench right now. They got Rudy Gay, the scorer here. Takes the shot. He hits it. 77-75 Warriors. Here comes Steph Curry. Fuck, you know the motherfucker's going to take a three. There's the three. He hits it. Fuck. Oh, God. It's just, you know he's going to do it. Like, get in his face. Like, you see him. It's like he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot. He just shot right away. 78. Here's Patty Mills. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to match these guys shot for shot. Bellinelli hits a three. Nice shot. We got ourselves a game. This is definitely not a college game. Here's Steph Curry. He's fouled. They were like, no. You're not shooting a three this time. They just fouled him. I think they have a foul to give. Yeah, nice shot by Bellinelli. 80-78. This is a big possession here, right here. The Spurs are up by 2. There's 8.7 seconds remaining. It's symbolic to fucking hold the lead out of this here. Like, don't let Curry hit a three, and you know they're going to Curry here. And they're inbounding the ball. Draymond turned it over. Patty Mills. Oh, and a foul call. Yes. Now Steph Curry's mouthing off. He never complains. Oh, he's going after the ref right now. Tee him up, man. Tee him up. Oh, you know, he's pointing in your face. Tee him up. Listen, I like Steph Curry, but tee him up, man. Other players that get hit with a technical here. Like, he's definitely getting the star treatment right now. Like, he definitely got the star treatment. See, that's a little big swing here with 8.7. Even Popovich like, hey, chill out. He gave a pat there. It wasn't a foul on Curry. Like, Curry's right to be mad, but Curry really didn't. I don't know. The thing is, I wouldn't have teed him up for what he did, but he's going to hit the three from half court here. Watch. Oh, fuck. He nearly did. Oh, fuck. Now we just pissed Curry off. Fuck. The thing is, though, like, you're not allowed showing the ref up in the NBA. Like, I've seen, dude, Kyle Lowry got a technical last week for staring at the ref. Fuck. Like, Kyle Lowry gave a ref a dirty look in the game of T the other day. It was like 2 weeks ago. Fuck. Lowry, like I said, Lowry can give the ref dirty looks. So he gave the ref a dirty look and he got teed up. He was mouthing off a lot leading up to it, but, like, come on, man. Trae Young got teed up the other night for fucking staring down fucking Chris Dunn after he hit a three. Steph Curry threw his arm in the air, started yelling, freaking out, ran across the court to the referee and started pointing in his face. Yeah, I didn't listen. I think players should be able to, vent a little bit, but in the NBA, that's a technical. Like, he's the only, I don't know who wouldn't get a technical there. I think they would have even given LeBron a technical at that point in time. like he fucking snapped, freaked out, ran after the ref and started like pointing and like freaking out and shit. Like when I saw him point, I'm like, yeah, you got to tee him now. Like, come on, he's pointing in your face. Like, and he's right in your face too. He's pointing right at you. Yeah, we should have known that the Knicks fucking back-to-back nights coming off a Laker win, as if the Knicks were going to show up tonight. The Raptors are good without Kawhi Leonard, too. Jeremy Lin finally has a decent game, 20 points. Raptors won by 35. A few blowouts tonight in the NBA, actually. Jazz were one in a blowout. Raptors winning a blowout. Miami Heat are winning kind of convincingly. They're up by 13 on Oklahoma City right now without Westbrook. So late night picks coming up in 5 minutes. God, we're on the Phoenix Suns. Why do you think I want this game so badly? Like all my picks are like they're all underdogs or like bad teams. It's like I had weird picks tonight. I knew it too, but I'm going to have confidence in my method to my madness here. The Suns, I got them at like fucking minus 110 or 15 on a money line. It was sort of a pick 'em or -1 earlier. Now I see it's -2. I like the Suns in this game. I like the over. I think it's going to be a track meet. Bulls and Suns. Last time they played, it was like 246 points or something. Like it should be a high-scoring game. Like neither team plays defense. Fuck. It's a high total at 226.5, yes, but we're on the Suns in the over. And we're going contrarian. We're going contrarian late night here. Blazers are -4.5. We're on the Pacers. We're taking the underdog Pacers on the road and the over. I think the total is a little too low. And I guess people disagreed with me because it was 212. Now I'm seeing 2. Let me see. Yeah, those lines are wrong, I think. Let me see here. No, 211. All right, so I got over 226.5 in the Suns game. It's up to 227 now. And I got over 212 in the Pacer game, but it's down to 211 now. No CJ McCollum. Here's Kevin Durant. That was a bullshit fucking foul call right there. Fucking NBA, man. Problem with the NBA refereeing, it's too political, fuck. Like, just fucking call it, man. Everyone the same, dude. Like, that's my beef with the NBA referees. Patty Mills open 3. Oh, fuck. I hate that shot. Man, like, dude, he stole the ball. He could have taken it in for 2, and he stopped for that 3 at the top. I hate that shot. Just take the 2, dude. Once they're going to score now, and it's going to be a 4-point swing. Here's Klay Thompson, who's having a bad game, but nice pass. Oh, fuck. It's going to be a stress job. But, we just saw it with Steph Curry. Like, Steph Curry gets away with this shit. Kevin Durant was barely, like, that wasn't a foul, but it's Kevin Durant, so they called the foul right away, right? Like, the NBA is too star-driven with the calls. And it leads to inconsistency. It's frustrating as a fan and a coach and a team and a player. Like, everyone just gets frustrated because, one guy can travel, another guy can't. One guy can fucking yell at the ref, another guy can't. One coach can fucking walk onto the court, another coach can't. Like, it's too political. Oh, you can do it, you can't do it, right? $82-80. We're up by 2. It was a battle. Patty Mills. Like, we got a problem, man. The Spurs, like, we don't have anyone on the court right now, guys. Like, we got Patty Mills and Rudy fucking Gay here. It's a winnable game, man. The Warriors are turning the ball over a lot, too. There's a lot of turnovers in this game. Klay Thompson's in the middle of a lot of them, too. Klay Thompson's kind of sloppy tonight. See, if you want to call a foul, Klay Thompson just hit him with his arm there. But you didn't call that on Patty Mills. Bellinelli, hard play. Ooh, Bertans finishes it off. The Spurs try like hard passes. Like, this is really stressful. I don't even have that much money on it, but I don't want to lose. Kevin Durant for three. Misses. Patty Mills. Bertans. Short, way short. Quick, bad shot. Bad shot there. You guys are pissing me off, man, this bench shit. Like, you got to get your fucking starter. You got to get DeRozan and Aldridge back on the court here soon. Now, look at Klay Thompson bitching all the way down the floor. All right, here's DeRozan. He turns it over, but he gets it back. Like I said, it's very crazy with the turnovers here tonight. Like, I've never seen the Warriors turn it over like this. Like, every pass the Warriors make, it goes through their hands, it bounces off their foot. Like, it's very strange. Let's see. Klay Thompson just went in for a layup and got complete air. He's pissed off he didn't get a foul called on. It's a bitch fest. This game tonight is just bitch fest. I don't know. That Belmont Temple game's really that Belmont Temple game is really really perplexing me, Kyle. And it's too bad too, because the I can't bet the other game at the FanDuel Sportsbook. So I can't lose this. I built the account back up. I don't want to give it all back tonight on these shitty games here tonight. But I can't bet the Fairleigh Dickinson game tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know why everyone's just realizing this now. Low Shack hasn't been on for last month, guys. Like, he's been gone for like a month. I think people just realized. I don't know if people thought he was on vacation or something, or like me personally. Like, I already kind of thought he was. I already knew he was gone. Like, I don't know. They're clearly shaking things up there. Shaq's a nice guy. Nice guy. People like him because he's authentic, right? He's very strange, right? So people like his quirkiness. People like him due to his quirkiness. But as I always say, nothing lasts forever, man. Nothing lasts forever. All right, San Antonio Spurs 11-2 run. Last 2.5 minutes. Up by 8. All right, we got a chance to pull away here a little bit. They're up by 8. Golden State just missed a 3. Here's DeRozan with the ball. Come on, DeMar. Bad shot. Fuck. He had Kevin Durant in his face, and he took a bad 2. He's out of bounds. Fuck. Looked like he was standing out of bounds there. These referees are bad tonight. Klay Thompson only has 5 points tonight. He's 2 of 13 from the field. I like to see DeMar DeRozan's numbers by the quarter. But it seems like it decreases in the fourth. Nice shot. I don't know where these Spurs always find these white guys like this. It's Bertans. Like, Spurs always find a couple of tall white guys. Like, Popovich always scouts these dudes. It's like, who is this guy? Fucking, like, how is he hitting these shots? Like, everyone's like, where did this guy come from? Like, where'd they draft him? What? 53rd overall? Like, they missed the free throw, of course. 90-82. I'll be honest. There's Thompson for 3. Down by 5. See, we had a chance up by 8. Couldn't pull away. Could have made it 10. DeMar took a bad shot. Here's Patty Mills. Here's DeMar. Bellinelli fouled. And he hits it. Boom. 3 ball. Yeah, YouTube chat rooms and stuff don't pay the bills. That's the thing. I think, listen, if Low Shock started something on Patreon, I think he does have a lot of fans, though. Oh, boy. Here comes Klay Thompson. He's heating up. 94-88, up by 6. Yeah, so tomorrow night, I do like Fairleigh Dickinson in that game. I like Fairleigh Dickinson in the game. And the Belmont Temple game, I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's a tough game. It's kind of strange because, wow, longest active postseason streaks. San Antonio Spurs, 21 years. Pittsburgh Penguins, 12 years. New England Patriots, 10 years. Seattle Sounders, 10 years. Dodgers, 6 years. It's fucking hard to make the playoffs 6 years in a row in baseball. I would never have thought of that. I would never have guessed that the Pittsburgh Penguins made the playoffs. That, like, really? Like, the New England Patriots have only made the playoffs 10 straight years. Feels like they've been longer, too. 21 straight years the San Antonio Spurs have made the playoffs. That's insane. No, Corey's with Fantasy Guru now. They're starting to do the videos. Him and Benny Ricciardi did a video. I think their first show was today, actually. Everybody's got videos. Including me and Cam. Game Time Decisions today was on video. And went very well, too. Went very well. You know, I wasn't overly enthusiastic about going to video with the show. I didn't mind. Part of me was into it, but part of me is like, eh. You know, on radio, you know what I mean? People can't see me, fuck, right? I can walk around. I can, You know, it's just different. But Cam's background looked great. You just like to complain, Jazz. You're the only person that says, "Oh, Los Ghetto." What do you want him to do? Fuck, paint the wall gold? There's not much more he can do than that. Jazz and Bruce, the two resident trolls. You guys have earned your reputations, though. When people ask, like, yeah, who's the biggest troll? That'll be Bruce, number one. And Jazz, number two. But as I was saying, show went very smoothly, good graphics. Skype worked out fine. And now that it's on video, it keeps us more awake, to be honest. That's one good thing about it. I used to do the radio show in the dark. And it's a different atmosphere when you're in the dark, or at least like dimly lit, as opposed to when you have these white lights in your face and shit. It's hard not to be alert, fuck, because you're blinded by these white lights, fuck. It's like it's like standing in front of a car, fuck. Like these things are right in my face. So it keeps you more engaged, which is good. This will be a pretty easy week of shows, to be honest. It'll be a pretty easy week of shows with the tournament going on. It's just all tournament stuff for the most part. Tournament, picks. So yeah, you know, we had Big Man on earlier, and he's a Temple fan. So he's a Temple fan, and he likes Belmont. He thinks Temple will choke. And it's hard to sort of disagree with that. They are Temple just find ways to lose, you know? Like Temple games are always the same. You're like, if you bet on Temple, it's like they're in the game. Oh shit, they lost. Like it's hard to fully trust Temple. But I also think that Belmont are overrated. Like I don't think Belmont should be 3-point favorites. It's a strange game, man. Like I like Fairleigh Dickinson tomorrow night. I like Fairleigh Dickinson tomorrow night. And then in the next game, like I said, it's tough, man. That Belmont Temple game, oh, I don't know. It's like a fucking definition of a toss-up. My gut tells me Belmont wins. Just like as I stated, just, it's hard to trust Temple. Boom, big shot from DeMar. 100-93, they're up by 7. Now this is real. There's under 5 minutes left. This is the real push coming up now for the Warriors. And boom, they respond right away. 195, Draymond Green with a layup. Yeah, what is the total of the Belmont Temple game? That's what I was going to look at, actually. I don't really like this game. Wow, 155.5. Holy crap. Man, that's high. It is high. You know what will be in order for this game, maybe? Let's check out the number here. First half under. First half under. 72.5. Yeah, that's the play. That's the play. First half under. It might pick up a bit. New rims. Neither of these teams are used to playing in Dayton, Ohio. Although Temple, though. No, fucking Temple is, aren't they? Fuck. That's an advantage for them. Fuck. No, they're in the American Athletic. That's it. Fuck. So I'm looking at the American Athletic. All these fucking conference changes and shit. For some reason, I was thinking that Temple played. For some reason, I was thinking Temple played against Dayton. But Temple are now in the American Athletic. Dayton in the Atlantic 10. So yeah, so you're going into Dayton. The rims are pretty friendly in Dayton, though. The rims are soft. At least in past years, the rims have always been soft in Dayton. But it's a lot of points in a tournament game, pressure. New rims, new sight lines, new matchup, new team. I don't think Temple wants to get into a track meet with Belmont. I can see Temple slowing the pace down a bit and playing half court. I look at the first half under 72.5. Yeah, that's what happened, Skooma. That's what happens when you win fucking, as many titles as they had, right? You're right. Like no other team can complain like this. Like after every play, they bitch. Seven-point lead. Kevin Durant's going to the line. We got a sweat job here. KD ain't missing these free throws. Florida and Nevada, I don't know. That's one of the tougher games, too. I think Nevada will beat them. And I don't even have much respect for Nevada. That's strong words, but I don't think Nevada are great. We watched them play on Saturday night. You saw, all they do is take threes. That's all they do. Nice play. DeRozan's balling. That's all they do is take 3-point shots, Nevada. So, fuck off. Fuck, Rudy Gay, why you foul him? Just let him dunk, fuck, if he beats you. Bad fucking foul by Rudy Gay. Fuck off, man. Rudy Gay doesn't play defense all night. For some reason, Durant's fucking dunking it. He decides to foul him from behind. Makes it a 3-point play. All right, it's a 4-point lead. They just won't go away. Right, Steph Curry's bleeding. Fuck, they should stop that, but they don't notice. How's that not a foul? Oh, fucking Rudy Gay takes a bad shot after. It should have been a foul called. Here's Curry. Kicks it back. And Draymond ain't taking the three. Curry wants it. Gives it back. Back to Bogut. Back to Durant. Klay Thompson. Shot clock's winding down. Clay's going to take Klay. Klay kicks it out to Draymond. No way Draymond's hitting that. There's a reason why Draymond's wide open. Like, it's that saying. The coach is saying when the kid came in, it was the coach of Carleton. Bertans for three. Boom, they needed that. Yeah, it's a funny story. What's the coach's name? Dave Smart, the coach on Carleton. Like, one of the kids fucking took a shot. He was wide open, and he took a shot, and he missed, and he got to the bench. Like, Smart sort of gave him a look, and fucking kid says, "I was wide open, coach." And Smart says, there's a reason why you're wide open. He said there's a reason why they leave you wide open. And it's the same thing with Draymond Green. Like, really, you noticed that? You saw that? Like, they just left Draymond alone. They didn't care. They're like, whatever, Draymond, take. And even I said, he ain't taking a shot. Fucking. And then finally, he didn't have a choice because everyone was covered because they were shifting and moving around. Like, that's going to be a problem, like, in the playoffs for them. Like, teams are sort of figured out. Like, do not let anyone get open and just leave Draymond open. Like, it's worth it. Leave him alone, like standing alone, and make him take the 3-point shot. And he's only hitting like 25% or something this year. It's bad. Like, he's Brick City for Draymond. So teams know this now. They're like, he can't hit a three. So just leave him alone out there and force them to pass to him. Like, they reluctantly passed it to him there. Like, he had the open look, and he knew, I can't take this shot. So he passed it up. It went around the horn, and it came back to Draymond. And it was just a terrible shot. It barely hit the front of the rim. Fuck. So, yeah, the Nevada-Florida game, real tough game. Florida aren't that good. Nevada overrated. Nevada shoot the three ball better than Florida do, much better. Fucking Curry, man. This guy just doesn't fucking miss. Fuck. They cut it to 4. One problem with that game is Florida are going to kill Nevada on the glass. They're going to own them with the rebounding. So, like, Nevada's going to get beat up in the paint by Florida. But I think Nevada can outrun Florida. Holy shit, DeRozan. It's a bad shot, DeMar, but you hit it. But you don't get back on defense. Nice play, White. I don't know. What do you think, Ro? Ro's a little biased now. Because you lost Nevada. Now you're like, oh, they suck. They suck, right? But you got to be careful, Ro. You don't want to be on the wrong side of it again. You got to think it through. Maybe stay away from the game. It's a tough game. What's the total in that game? There should be some points in this game. Even though Florida are great offensively, they can still score. There'll be points. So, yeah, tomorrow night, I like that first half under. That's what I'm going to play. Belmont Temple, first half under. Fairleigh Dickinson and Prairie View A&M. Can't play that game at the book. All right, Nevada, Florida total. What is it? 130. What is it? Wow, 132.5. Holy shit. It's kind of low. I was thinking it'd be like 138.5. Durant misses the 3. All right, we're on the verge of winning this game. Yes, sir. Golden State are quitting. Golden State tap. Even Golden State taps. I'm surprised. Like, they just did that. I guess they didn't. They just got the ball back. Here's Curry for 3. Oh, thank God that didn't go in. That would have been trouble. All right, now we got it. Now they're going to tap. Never in doubt. $111-105 final score. Game's over. Big win for the San Antonio Spurs. Send a message that, hey, we can ball with anybody. They just won their 9th straight game in a row. I think it's their 11th straight home win. Big, nice big win. Longest active streak in the NBA right now. 9 straight wins for the San Antonio Spurs. There's Popovich and Curry getting a laugh after the game. DeMar DeRozan, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. The guy's killing it out there. He's killing it. All right, well, it puts us in the winner's circle. Puts us in the winner's circle going into this Pacers game here. Pacers Nuggets here in the late night hours. All right, so Phoenix has already started. Yeah, that Nevada game is going to go over. All right, Bulls are up 23-16 right now. Early in the game. It's actually kind of late in the first quarter. There's only 2 minutes left. In-game total is 223.5, so we're only off by 3 points, but I still don't like seeing what I'm seeing here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We have the hockey game, too. We've got Vegas Golden Knights plus 1.5. We got it at minus 155. Closing now at minus 175, a plus 1.5. You know, I thought Vancouver were a live dog tonight, too. Fuck. Blackhawks were too big of favorites tonight. It's 2-1 right now for Vancouver. Game's not over yet, obviously. Still a lot of racetrack left there, but yeah, I've realized a lot. What do you have? You've got the Sharks to close out your parlay now, Drew? I believe Malcolm Subban's playing tonight, so they got the backup goalie in. Should be a battle, though. I mean, I just didn't think that the Sharks should be that big of favorites. I just didn't think they should be that big of favorites, but did he play last night? So is he not playing tonight? Who's playing tonight? Starting goalies. Yeah, Malcolm Subban versus Martin Jones. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Okay, Sarah, Sarah. Yeah, no, I like Cam's. Leaf helmet. Now, listen. Yeah, down the road we can get better, but it's definitely an improvement. Lighting was good. Sound was good. It's not on TV. It's a fucking webcast, right? So, but he should get the, and I should get it too. It's the program there where you have like a green screen on your computer type thing. You can have whatever like backdrop you want. I think it's like $300-400 though. You take the picture. You take the picture and whatever picture you want, you can just take it and it's your new background. That's what Ranieri uses in the morning for that morning after like logo behind him. And the show before too. Pretty cool technology now, that shit. They've come, that's one pretty cool thing. What's good about that is then you really can be anywhere with a good looking sort of backdrop behind you, right? As opposed to just the room look and stuff. So we'll keep our eye on that. All right, we got a little burst of points here. The Bulls are up by 12, though. Like, betting on Phoenix is never a smart thing to do. But still, we got in the win column now. We got the Pacers in the over. We got the goal and a half here. We can still end with some wins here and get out of this. Blake Bortles signs a 1-year deal with the Rams. Rams have a new backup quarterback, Blake Bortles. Just a 1-year deal. I don't think he's making that much money. And the Miami Dolphins made Ryan Fitzpatrick the quarterback as Fitzpatrick now been on 8 teams. Pretty impressive. Like, he just won't go away, this guy. And, why would he? And You know, the fact of the matter is, Ryan Fitzpatrick can still play, right? He can still, when you look at the caliber of quarterback in the National Football League, he's your like last resort, basically. Like he's sort of the last. He's like the last resort, where it's like, all right, we don't really have anybody, but Fitzpatrick's out there, and it's like, well, should we go with Fitz? The video of Fitzpatrick, we played it on the. We played it on the show this morning. It's just too good. Like, how many I could watch this over and over. Like,
la paella. Venga, a las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Miren, bañador, en las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Tú, había subido la marea y encontré una paella. Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada. Y te metí entre las piedras de Chipiona, del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y a ver solamente paellera. ¡Asómate! ¡Mira dónde llega el agua! Llegaba el agua hasta el restaurante. Había subido la marea. ¿Y tú? ¡Ay, que se ahora! Con los 2 sacos de arroz. ¡Ay, llama para Sevilla! ¡Llama a Sevilla! ¡Trae un país! Tú y yo con el bañador.
This is the best part. Bull sits me down in his office. He says,
a Sevilla. Y el último, que cuando ya salió la bien de regla, estamos llorando los dos. Me cobró el tío la... Me cobró a 500 veces. Y ya no fui más. Me fui andando a cuelo amarillo hasta hoy. Me manda por la noche, había bajado más el agua y para la mañana había subido. Cualquiera estaba ahorita la paellera, a lo mejor está en el barco ese del petróleo.
En el Prestige.
En el Prestige.
It's just gold. The best is when he says, so Todd Bowles calls me into the office and says, listen, Geno Smith's going to be the starter. He's too good. Whoever wrote the subtitles is just great at it. So I won the next 2 games just to give them hope. He goes, I threw 6 interceptions in one game, and they still want me back. The best is that was against the Bills, too. When he said, even though I threw an interception that cost them the season, like, I'm still, they wanted me back for $12 million. But Fitzpatrick's contracts are getting shorter now, though. Or like they're getting like they're not as he ain't getting 12 million now. He got 11 million or 12 million for 2 years now, with incentives. Listen, the Dolphins are trying to tank. It seems right, but what I don't understand is if you're going to tank, then why bring in Fitzpatrick? Like just tank for real. Make Brock, you know what I mean? Like a Brock Osweiler type, or just fucking, I don't know, make anyone your quarterback. Just say it, screw it. You know, we're rolling out Matt Moore. He's our quarterback. Tank for real if you really want to tank, because bring Ryan Fitzpatrick in. Fitzpatrick will win you a couple of games, annoyingly. He'll also cost you games, though, and they are pretty bad. If you think about it, like the win total for the Dolphins is going to be worth a look to the under, but we got to see what it is, obviously. But if you think about it, look, they play 2 games against the Patriots. They're going to lose, the Dolphins. They play 2 games against the Bills. The Bills always beat the Dolphins. Like the Bills, it's one of these weird deals. Like even when the Dolphins are good, the Bills always beat them for some reason. Like the only time that we never beat the Dolphins was, of course, when fuckstick Rex Ryan was our coach. We managed to lose to them because he's an idiot. But like the Bills' record against the Dolphins in the last like 20 games is probably like 16-4 type thing, 15-5. Like they're very dominant against the Dolphins. The Dolphins don't play well in Buffalo. So they'll probably get swept by the Bills. The Bills will be decent this year. And the Jets are good. The Jets have Le'Veon Bell and Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson. And like, honestly, like I don't see, like if you look, like the 6 division games, the Dolphins, they probably go 1-5. Let's say, like, even let's be nice and give them 2-4. They split against let's say they split against the Bills and the Jets, which they probably don't, but let's just say they do. That's only 2 wins. So that would leave 12 games after. The schedule is not easy. Like they play the NFC East, get the Cowboys, Giants. It's manageable. I like to see. I'm imagining the Dolphin win total though will be about 6.5, which is kind of low. Like you're not getting any value with that, you know. But hey, you get what you pay for, right? Wow, already 2 goals. You're off and running there. I'm surprised the Redskins went with Case Keenum too. I would have taken. I don't know. I don't know if Case Keenum's better than Tannehill, to be honest. Tannehill with the Redskins could have been a good little stopgap before you draft a quarterback. Just for the record, too, everything I said last week about the Beckham deal is coming to be true, too. They're not going to draft a quarterback. They just want to get rid of Odell Beckham. Like, that was pretty much, this is the gist of it, of what we're getting at. If you look behind the scenes with this, it's essentially that they were scared and concerned that Odell last year started to bitch a bit. And that this year, like, long story short, the Giants they're not done with Eli Manning. Like, they don't even think this is his last year type thing. And they just didn't want to put up with all this Beckham, Eli Manning, and all this shit. So they figured, all right, screw it. We'll keep Eli. Eli's going to be here for years. Like, they probably knew. Gettleman's probably thinking, Eli's the quarterback for the next couple of years, and Beckham's eventually going to fucking snap. So let's just get rid of him before fucking he gets all pissed off when he sees we're not even drafting a quarterback. The Gettleman did an interview today, I guess. I don't know what network, whatever, but he's pretty defensive, obviously. Like, he's getting pissed off. He said, it's not my responsibility to tell you guys what my plan is. Trust me, we have a plan. And, he basically threw Odell Beckham under the bus without fully doing it, but he basically just said, well, we didn't think it was a fit, and we didn't plan on trading him, but he said we got an offer we couldn't refuse. The thing is, you could have probably got a better offer. What's interesting is, of course, the Bills were in on this. I guess Gettleman fucking was shopping him for real. Gettleman shopped him for real. So I guess they tried to move Odell Beckham to the Buffalo Bills first. And the Bills couldn't come up with a deal as good as Cleveland. I don't think Odell would have been down with getting traded to Buffalo just like Antonio Brown was, though. Right? Cleveland's different. They got Baker Mayfield. He's good friends with Jarvis Landry. And then now we're finding out the San Francisco 49ers tried to get Beckham. Remember there was all the talk about the Niners and Antonio Brown? It wasn't true. Like, they weren't in it, like, for Antonio Brown. But they were in it for Odell Beckham. Supposedly, in New York, they're saying today that the Giants, the 49ers and the Bills were the two other teams that were in talks to get Odell Beckham. But neither the Niners or the Bills had a package that was as attractive with the first and the third and Jabril Peppers. Odell would have been a nice fit on the 49ers as well. It would have been nice on the Bills, but I don't know if he would have wanted to do it. I don't think he's as much of a bitch as Antonio Brown is, though. But one thing I will say, listen, I've been on Odell's side about all this, but he's no angel either, in the sense that he's not crying that he got traded. You know what I mean? Like, I think he, behind the scenes, was sort of nudging it along. Gary Myers, who's pretty close to the Giants, written books about him and shit. He was saying that he was saying Odell was trying to get traded to the Rams, that he was trying to orchestrate it to the Rams. Or at least that was his sort of preference. But Odell would have been a great fit on the 49ers, just with the tradition of Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens. Now Odell Beckham. Give Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, who is San Francisco's big weapon? Like, their wide receivers. What do they have? They got Marquise Goodwin. They don't really have, like, that's the whole thing. The Rams couldn't be in the mix. Like, they don't. What were they going to do? Fuck. They have Brandon Cooks for $85 million. Fucking. I don't think the Niners were interested in Antonio Brown's antics, but I don't know. I guess they figured Odell's different. The 49ers will draft somebody. They'll get aggressive. They'll draft somebody. What's their running back court, too? They got a decent running back court now. They brought in Tevin Coleman. That was it. But they are missing. Kittle's a good tight end. He's elite. But they are missing that. Listen, Goodwin's fast. Like, Goodwin is not bad, but he's not a star. Like, they are missing that guy. You know what I mean? They let Garcon go. You know, they're not. They're going to need to. They're going to need to draft someone. I assume they will. They said Kittle's their best guy. You know. Holy shit. Fucking Phoenix Suns, man. They just fuck me all the time, this fucking team. Well, not me, but they fuck everyone. As soon as you think they're going to win this team, they lose, fuck. If you take them, you got to take them when you're getting a shitload of points, fuck. Fucking head cases. Good start for the Pacers, though. Pacers are up by 9. Pacers came to ball tonight like I expected they would. Good start there. The total's on pace there. It's not a complete train wreck. If we can get the over the Phoenix game, split that, and sweep the Blazer game. And Vegas is up 2-1 right now. A lot of goals, man. The in-game total is 8.5. 2-1 right now, midway through the first period of play. We're getting a puck and a half here, so. Man, the NBA playoffs are going to be a fucking battle, man. It's going to be a war. That cash, Skooma. that easily cashed. Fucking Phoenix Suns. Like maybe Phoenix is going to run, but they're getting like murdered. Like it's 54-37. Oh, gutless fucking team this team is. Fuck. All right, just fucking score. Fuck. Just get some fucking points at least. Now, I've got to figure out where these games are actually, too, in the tournament. Does anyone know? Does anyone have like a page where it just says where the games are, like beside the location? Fuck. I guess Vegas inside will fucking have it underneath the game. Scores and odds, Mike. Let me see. All right, here, boom. I just found some location winners and losers. Here we go. Now, listen, location. I want to believe that location is a little bit overrated, but it really isn't. It really isn't. Like one of the key things, like one of the things you can blindly bet, like the 12-5, you can blindly bet it. Now, I went 0-4 last year, but 29 of the last 34 years, it's pretty significant. 29 of the last 34 years, at least one 5 seed has won. Last year was one of the exceptions that it didn't happen. This year, I think multiple 5s are going to win, to be honest. Now, I don't really buy into the crowd shit too much. It's the travel part, though. You know, these kids, they're not NBA players, right? They're not fully used to trips, time zone differences. You know, a lot of teams travel within their conference and, you know, and stuff, but like they don't travel too far, you know? Like the bigger schools and bigger conferences can handle it more. But like time zones and shit do matter a bit. I'm never a real big fan of like West Coast teams like out of their element. And that's something to keep your eye on with Nevada. But where is that Nevada game? Is that in Utah, that game sits? What I gotta figure out here. There were a few interesting locations that I saw. So here's an article here by Joe Nelson. Smart guy. He says location winners and losers. Thursday and Saturday, winner, Villanova. Playing just 200 miles away. The Big East champions have a great draw in Hartford. That is true. And see, this is a great example. St. Mary's playing 3,000 miles away. See, it's a night game, though. It's not a day game, but tough spot for St. Mary's. as this is sort of the exact example I'm talking about here, in which St. Mary's are from like the Bay Area. They're from San Francisco, so they're playing in Hartford. They're not used to traveling like this. Now they're in the Eastern time zone. They're going to be playing at a court they've never played on before. Villanova fans are going to fucking take this building over. How many St. Mary's fans are really fucking going to Hartford for this game? Villanova, it's a big time program and shit. They're going to fill buses up and they're going to take that arena over. Villanova playing on the East Coast. It's an advantage. It's kind of a short point spread too. You guys know me. I never bet on I rarely win on unders. I hate taking unders, but this game is not going over. St. Mary's and Villanova, this is going to be a fucking snooze fest, that game. They're literally like amongst the two teams of tempo and pace. Let's see, NCAA pace of play. I'm just going to keep scrolling to the bottom here and know these guys are at the bottom. Keep scrolling. Wow, okay, here's Villanova. 324th. See, this is good stuff. 324th in pace of play. Wow, St. Mary's, 346. See, I didn't even, there's 353 teams here, guys. It would normally be hard to find what I just wanted to look for, but it wasn't because I knew. I'm like, they're both at the bottom here. There's only 353 teams. So here's Villanova, 324. St. Mary's, 346. So only 7 teams in college basketball. Only 7 teams in college basketball play at a slower pace than St. Mary's. And conversely, not too many others. Like Villanova's 324. You see where I'm going with this? The possessions are not, there's not going to be a lot of possessions in this game. There's not going to be a lot of possessions in the game. It's just going to be constant, walk it up, battle. I'm thinking, 57-50 type shit. Maybe a little higher than that. Let's say Villanova wins 62-54. I think Villanova will probably pull out the cover too. Villanova will beat St. Mary's. I know St. Mary's beat Gonzaga, but they hate Gonzaga. Gonzaga had beaten them 13 times in a row or something stupid like that. You know what I mean? It was just, it culminated with them finally beating them. But I like the under in that game. No, I haven't seen Mark Lawrence's recipe. I started to do it myself. I went over the formula. To be honest with you, there's not that many teams that I think is going to be in the formula this year. Like Gonzaga is eliminated because they don't play in a power conference. So they're out. Gonzaga will be eliminated. Michigan don't score enough points per game. Virginia don't score enough points per game. I can tell you, like, I could like pretty much cross off teams for you right now because I've been looking and eliminating them that don't meet the criteria. And it pisses me off that Michigan are a little short. Who the hell is calling me now? Like, who would be calling me in the middle of my show right now? All right, what's going on here? Why did Vegas score? No, it's still 3-2. Shit, I was hoping it was 4-2. I hope we can all win here tonight. I just want some comfort here. Hey, if I'm up 4-2 and we lose 5-4 or something, at 6-5, I'm fine. Drew did say 6-5 earlier. Fucking Vancouver Canucks just won. Looks like Vancouver just scored. Big underdogs. Yeah, Vancouver just scored to win in overtime. All right, so loser, Purdue. All right, so Purdue are also playing in Hartford. That's not that tough for them. Maryland's playing in Jacksonville, Florida. LSU is playing in Jacksonville. I like Yale in that game. Michigan, winner, says Michigan, location. Much has been made of Michigan getting a more favorable bracket than Michigan State. I didn't realize Michigan was in Des Moines, right? So that's not bad either, playing in Iowa from Michigan. They're used to that. That's what I'm saying, like the comforts, right, of just sort of knowing. Cardinals in Louisville. Salt Lake, winner, Baylor. Baylor blow, fuck. Yeah, one of the big winners for the location got Cincinnati for some reason. Cincinnati scored large. Like Cincinnati, they screwed Cincinnati. It's weird. Like Cincinnati deserved to be better than a 7 seed. Like that's ridiculous. Like they're the American Athletic Champions. They got a 7 seed. Buffalo's a 6 seed. They're the MAC champions. Like the American Athletic's better than the MAC. So they screwed Cincinnati over with the seeding, but they made up for it. It's like they I don't know why they did this. They did it deliberately, obviously. So they're like, all right, we're going to screw you guys. We're going to make you a 7 seed. But you're going to play in Columbus. Like Cincinnati gets home state treatment, which normally it's hard to get. Fuck, you got to be like a 1 seed to get home state treatment. So Cincinnati's actually playing in Columbus, just 100 miles from Cincinnati. This is interesting. I was just talking about this, about like 1 seeds, you get home state love. This is the first time in 4 years that North Carolina have to leave the Carolinas in the opening round. They've either played in North or South Carolina the last 3 years in a row in the tournament. This is also interesting. If Kansas wins their next 2 games and North Carolina wins, they would play Kansas in Kansas City in the Sweet 16. Strange that they've sort of, they set this stuff up though deliberately, right? Like, yeah, I've looked through the bracket quite a few times. I keep kicking the tires on it. I got to dig in and like look at the games from a betting perspective now. I mean, this stuff's here, and then before we know it, it's going to be Thursday. I got to be prepared for this and know. But I pretty much, there's a few games. There's a few games that I already like. You know what's interesting, actually, which is a weird little one thing here too. The UC Irvine Anteaters. The problem with UC Irvine right now is everybody's on them. Like nobody knew who the hell the Anteaters were like a week ago, but now everyone's fucking. They're the trendy bracket buster. Oh, the UC Irvine. But it's getting annoying because it was 5.5 and it's like 4.5 now. Everybody's all over Irvine in this game, and you heard me hyping up Irvine last week. The thing with Irvine, it's down to 4.5. It's almost like value on K-State now, to be real. Kansas State are better than Irvine. Like, yeah, Irvine fucked people up. They played in Big West, though. It's a big difference. It's a big difference in competition. Now, Irvine are good, and Irvine did beat St. Mary's. Irvine did beat Texas A&M this year. So it's not like they're frauds, but it's down to 4.5. But what I find interesting here is Irvine play in California. So they got some home state treatment, too. You see Irvine's playing in San Jose. Shark Tank. So they're playing in San Jose. And K-State going out to the West Coast. Boom. Pacers are balling, up 41-30. Fucking Phoenix, though, man. What a disaster. Phoenix are down by 13, but the game is going under. Fuck. It's 56-43. Fuck. They only got to 99 points. How the hell do you guys get to 99 points, you two pathetic teams? Fuck. The Pacers are up by 11. In-game total's 215.5. So we're on pace here. Ugh. Winnipeg Jets up 2-1 on the Kings. That's another high-scoring game. They scored 3 goals already in the first period of play. You see what Bet365 has up for the tournament here. Let's see, basketball. We got some NIT games. They changed their future page and shit. All right, NCAA basketball championship. All right, there we go. Win regional. Duke 175. It's not bad. FanDuel has it at 85 now. Duke's going to go to the Final Four. I gave this morning on the morning show. It was minus 155 this morning at FanDuel, and fucking hour later after I talked about it, it was 85. Now it's minus 175. I see it Bet365. I really don't see Duke getting knocked off anytime before the Final Four. And I don't want to go too Johnny Public here, but I pretty much am. I want to sprinkle some futures in here. Now, there was another prop that they had at FanDuel this morning, but I ruined this one. I talked about it, and it was flying under the radar. Fuck. I'm like, three 1 seeds to make the Final Four was plus 410. And I even tweeted it out. I talked about it on the show. I tweeted it out, and then boom, fuck, it's fucking plus 260 now. I didn't get it in. Like, I wasn't at the book. So I didn't get it in. I missed out on that. And I really wouldn't be surprised if there was 3 1 seeds that are in the Final Four. Now it's exact numbers, so it's like, you bet 1 seed, there's going to be 1 of them, there's going to be 2 of them, there's going to be 3 of them, there's going to be 4 of them. And as I stated, I personally think that North Carolina is getting there. I think Duke's going to get there, and Virginia and Gonzaga both should, except one of them will probably stumble. Like I said, I think there'll be 3. I think there'll be 3 1 seeds in the Final Four. Duke, North Carolina, Gonzaga, and, I don't know. The thing is, Virginia's bracket is pretty simple. Like, Virginia, like, they've really put Virginia in a spot where if they don't do it now, they're never going to do it. Like, they really did. Like, they made Virginia's life pretty simple. Like, there's not one game where you're like, oh, fuck, Virginia, that's tough. Most of the games, it's like, yeah, Virginia's going to be favored, The only thing is Virginia find a way to choke all the time. Now, what do they pay to win the regional? Of course, they don't have this one up. The one that's interesting is the West. The one that's interesting is the West out here, as Gonzaga's plus 160. It's not bad odds, actually. They're plus 160, but Gonzaga have to go through Michigan or Texas Tech. Now, some people think Florida State are the dangerous team, and Florida State are dangerous. They are good. Buffalo is getting a lot of love at 11-1 in this bracket here, this region. To put in context, who would have thought ever the Buffalo Bulls would be 11-1 to go to the Final Four, and Syracuse would be 35-1 to go to the Final Four. Michigan's plus 240 to go to the Final Four. And Texas Tech is plus 450. Now, the thing is, that's where I would go here. Little sprinkles on Michigan and Texas Tech to win the national championship. Now, I don't know, man. Texas Tech feels like a reach, though, doesn't it? Fuck. It doesn't. It doesn't. They're a very good team, Texas Tech. They match up well with everybody. They play good defense. They're physical. They rebound. Like, Texas Tech aren't a party to play against for anybody. They play in a good conference, so they're not fraudulent. We know they can ball. We know they're good. And what I like about it is that this bracket's not overly difficult either. So essentially, look, like if Michigan win their games and Texas Tech win their games, Michigan and Texas Tech will face each other in the Sweet 16. And the winner, therefore, is going to be in the Elite Eight. When you're in the Elite Eight, you're 1 win away from the Final Four. So we're getting Michigan at 22-1, and you're getting Texas Tech at 32-1. Yet, look, they're only plus 240 to win the bracket, and they're only plus 450 to win the Texas Tech's plus 450, Michigan's plus 240. Now, I don't like when you're betting both teams here. I don't like the fact, it sucks that obviously one of them's going to lose. Yeah, I mean, one of them's going to lose. They could play each other, right? But the thing is, yeah, one of them loses. But like I said, you make these bets on Michigan and Texas Tech, as I stated, 22-1 Michigan to win the title, 32-1 for Texas Tech to win the title. You just need Michigan and Texas Tech to get out of this weekend, and then it's automatic that one of them is in the Elite Eight. So you've just bypassed shit. Like, you know what I mean? This, I was thinking about it. I did some thinking last night looking at this bracket. And I realized that. I'm like, man, Texas Tech and Michigan are both going to win this weekend. They're both going to advance. And it's not going to be easy, though. Texas Tech's going to have to deal with Buffalo. Buffalo's going to be a bitch. And Michigan's going to get the winner of Nevada and Florida, which I think it'll be Nevada. Michigan's going to have a battle this weekend. Either Florida or Nevada is no cakewalk for Michigan. But, Michigan will find a way. But I really do believe that Texas Tech and Michigan both win this weekend. No, not at 22-1 and 32-1, Drew. No, there isn't in this case, no. Because honestly, sometimes it's better to roll it over, and rolling it over is good in theory, but yeah, that would, if you're not betting any other game, is that the only team you're going to bet on the whole time? Then suddenly you're not just rolling it over. Like a good example is, listen, you're going to roll what over? Michigan are minus 1,700 on the money line. Michigan are minus 1,700 on the money line right now against Montana. Then after that, against the weekend, Michigan are going to be favored against Florida or Nevada, probably by like 5 or something. It'll be like minus 200 on the money line. The whole thing with these futures is you're looking for a hedge. Right? Like I said, you get Michigan and Texas Tech, they're into the Elite Eight. And then they just need to win one game. Boom, you're in the Final Four. And then you've got your hedge spot. Texas Tech get to the Final Four. You've got them to win at 32-1. You can abandon ship in the Final Four game. You can abandon ship on the Final Four game. And hell, if they won, you still have the 32-1 in your pocket in the title game, right? That's the whole key. I don't think Michigan will win the title. But I think Michigan can get to the Final Four. Same with Texas Tech. I think they can get to the Final Four. Like Gonzaga is only plus 600. Those guys you're better off rolling over. Like Duke is plus 220. Duke, you're better off rolling over. Like betting plus 220 is stupid. Even if you like Duke, because like once Duke get to the Elite Eight and the Final Four, they won't be favored by that much. You know what I mean? So you get plus 220, you can just roll over the Final Four. Fuck. All right, like if Duke plays Gonzaga in the Final Four, Duke will be like a 1.5, 2 point favorite or something only. Like it's going to be basically a pick 'em. And then same thing in the title game. And it'll be Duke versus North Carolina most likely. Which would be fitting if they played for the 4th time this year. And then I would hedge. And I'm not a big hedger, but I plan on hedging this tournament. That's my goal going in. I'm going to play like 5 teams. I don't know, like 5 teams maybe or so. I don't even have to put that much. There's no need. I don't even have to put that much on them because, it pays a lot. College basketball tournament champion. All right, Michigan's 20-1 at FanDuel right now. 20-1. Texas Tech is 33-1. North Carolina 7-1. I got them at 14-1. I knew that was a good bet. Gonzaga's popped up to 7-1. Gonzaga are in the mix. Virginia's plus 550. There's just not enough value for them. I think Virginia could make the Final Four, but they would lose. I think North Carolina could beat them. You know, North Carolina and Duke haven't played each other in the tournament before, and like they're actually like I think they're on a collision course to play in the final. Yeah, I'm looking at Duke, Gonzaga in the Final Four. Or if it's the upstart, it's Michigan or Texas Tech in the Final Four. I think Gonzaga could beat Duke. I don't think we could beat Duke. I don't think Michigan would beat Duke. I think Gonzaga could beat Duke. They already did beat Duke this year. Like they beat them once already, so we know they can beat them. But like I said, man, I filled out a few brackets. I'm looking. I haven't locked it in, but Duke, North Carolina really wouldn't surprise me. And if that happened, then I would hedge. I'd hate to do it, but I'd have to take Duke because I'd be on North Carolina at plus 1,400. The game would be a near pick 'em. I think Duke would probably be a small favorite, and I'd have to bet on Duke to guarantee myself some money. But I can almost discount teams right now. Like I can tell you too about the recipe and the elements. Virginia don't score enough points. They don't score 73 points a game. Virginia score like 71 or something. They don't score 73. Like Virginia don't score enough. They're scratched from the list. Gonzaga are scratched from the list. They don't play in a Power 5 conference. It's just a reality. Like I said, you have to go back to 1990 since a team not from one of these big tier conferences won. North Carolina, yes, they meet the criteria. Michigan State, I think, will meet the criteria. Kentucky, I don't think will. Tennessee won't. Michigan don't score enough. Texas Tech don't score. Like I said, the level of teams that can win, guys, and I haven't even looked. I haven't seen what Mark Lawrence is coming out with yet. But I'll tell you right now, like it's North Carolina or Duke. Like I said, Virginia don't score 73 points a game. Gonzaga don't play in a Power 5 conference. North Carolina and Duke will both meet the requirements. Let's see Michigan State. Sparty plays Bradley. We got the head coach of Bradley on in the morning. So Covers has this weird new March Madness page. I don't like it. All right, when is this Bradley Sparty game? Let's see. Yeah, we have the Bradley coach on in the morning. Here it is. It's Thursday afternoon, 2:45. Yeah, Michigan State meet the criteria. You got to score more than 73 points a game, and you got to give up less than 73 points a game. Michigan State scores 78 a game. They give up 65 a game. Fuck, here come the Blazers. Big run, man. The Pacers haven't scored a couple of minutes. They're losing now, 44-43. Game of runs. Fuck. Total slowed down a little bit here, too. fucking disaster here in the NBA. We need some points in this game. In-game totals 207.5 now. It was riding in the 215 range. The Pacers have only, man, they scored 59 points in the first. Pacers have only scored 12 points in the second quarter here. That's not going to get it done, man. Yeah, like I said, I hate to make it so simplistic, but there's not going to be many teams that meet this requirement this year. What's Tennessee's strength of schedule? Pacers can't hit a shot. Strength of schedule. Duke and North Carolina, I see right away, being off the top. Second and third toughest schedules. I think it's a top 60 schedule. Yeah, here's Michigan State, 20th. Michigan State could be on this list, actually. I think Michigan State meet a lot of the criteria. You know, the thing with Michigan State, they got to go through Duke. And I don't think they're going to beat Duke. Got to be in the Elite Eight. Well, that's the whole thing, Kyle. Normally, I don't like hedging, but I don't think any of these teams are really going to win. Like I said, I hate to be simplistic, but Duke or North Carolina is going to win. So, but the key is getting to the Final Four puts you in a nice spot. Like, you know, imagine you've got Texas Tech at 32-1 going into the Final Four and they're playing Duke. You can load up on Duke now suddenly. You know what I mean? You've got some cushion and some window to maneuver Final Four weekend. That's the way I'm looking at it. (49-48), a minute left here and a half. 3-ball, Blazers goes in. Blazers starting to heat up. (52-48). Well, at least we got some points that are going a little bit in the last minute here, but not enough. The Pacers just miss every shot they take in this quarter. Like, it's amazing. The Blazers are shooting the lights out in this quarter. Holy crap. Lillard just hit a 3 from like nearly half court. What are you doing, Indiana? That's fucking disgraceful there. That's terrible. Indiana, dude, the guy in Indiana was standing with the ball, just got taken out of his hand like a Harlem Globetrotter did. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Carlson misses the three. He's the one to turn it over. Fuck. It's fucking annoying. 55-48 Pacers at the half. Sorry, 55-48. Fuck, man. This isn't going the way we want. And Phoenix, I keep waiting for Phoenix to go on a little run, but they're just not. 71-56, down by 15. Vegas is up 3-2 early in the second period. And the Winnipeg Jets are up 2-1 on the Kings also early in the second period. Fuck, that's frustrating. Yeah, so I'm telling you right now, I think the only teams that'll meet this requirement: Duke, North Carolina. I think Michigan State will. I think the Tennessee Volunteers actually could. I don't think they will win Tennessee, but you need a winning margin of 7 or more. Tennessee have that. Michigan State have that. Duke has that. North Carolina has that. Yeah, K Wolf. Look, the ACC, I think the ACC will dominate too. I mean, look, 3 of the first 4 seeds, I mean, are ACC teams, and I think they could all make it. Well, if he's knocking on your window, why don't you just answer the window? I got to have a better reason than someone knocking on my window to call the cops. like for me to call the cops, like I need fucking like Friday the 13th. Like fucking, there's a dude in a hockey mask with a fucking axe chasing me down the street. I wouldn't be opening the door. You have a lot of crime in your neighborhood recently? Someone broke into Cam's. Somebody broke into Cam's car last week or 2 weeks ago. My roommate once let someone through the window. It wasn't a good idea, actually. All right, Bruce. Well, keep us posted on Twitter. Keep us posted on Twitter how it goes. Yeah, the dude was probably just trying to break into your house. Or knocking on the window to see if anyone's there. Oh, they'll find him. The street can't be that big. He's gonna pop up. It's the thing. You figure in these small towns, there's no crime, but always crime. All right, stay safe, Bruce. We got to get out of here. We appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll check on Twitter later, see what happened with Bruce here. And we got to hope that we can come back in these games somehow. I don't know. Phoenix is down 13. It's not exactly like the most confident team. I have to come back here. In the fucking second, the in-game total now is 205.5 in this Pacer game. Very frustrating. They scored 59 points in the first, man. Only 43 in the second, though. That's the NBA. Like, it's frustrating. I don't know why I bet this shit tonight. Fucking, I'm in college mode now. Pacers score 31 points in the first quarter. 31 points in the first quarter. They score 17 in the second. Like, all right. Thanks, Spencer. Thanks, Grinch. Thanks, Bruce. Stay safe. Kyle, Gino, Druzilla, Ryan C., Ed Still, Nate Brooks, Jazz, and Shano, and anyone else I don't see in the chat. Spencer S. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.